Konnichiwa minasan. Kyowa. We're going to be talking about Zenless Sim Zero and what I think about the game. So let's get right on into it, shall we? You have 5 seconds to subscribe or else.
I have a lot to say about Zenless Zone Zero, guys. I think the game is, for me, super fun. I enjoy it. I'm having a great time with it. I've been playing for over 30 hours now. I am currently level 34. So I guess this is like my first impression slash mid-game review, both combined into one. The story is really good. I like the story. I like the comic book features of the story. I like the little panels that they have. I like the comic book feature that they have in the story. I think that's really a change of pace of what we're used to with Hoyo games, with HSR and Genshin Impact, when you just stand in front of a person and you just they just yap about a whole bunch of stuff. I like the way that they incorporated that into the game. I think it's really cool. I think it changes the mood of the game, makes it more entertaining, and you're able to visually see what's going on with the game. I also love the cutscenes and animations is phenomenal, very beautiful. It's like I'm watching an anime. It's really good. I would say this is like Hoyo's best work for cutscenes and animations by far for any game that they made. And that's a hot take. That's what I believe. I think it's really good. I really enjoy it. I think it's really awesome. Right now I'm at chapter 3 in the story. So far it's really great. We met Ellen and the crew, the wolf guy, and also Rena as well, and we met Huehue, aka Corin, the Zenless Zone Zero version of Huehue. Corin. But yeah, chapter 3 was really good. I'm enjoying it so far. We gotta wait till we are level 36 to get to the next part. Chapter 2, I would say, was really good. Chapter 2 and chapter 2 interlude, when we meet our mommy Zuyan, or I can't pronounce it right. I'm sorry, Jab. I'm sorry, guys. I butchered it. Zuyan. Once we meet Zuyan, she's awesome, and man, the cutscene with her is insane, guys. The amount of cake that you get in this cutscene is insane. Also, guys, I have to mention I am a free-to-play plus player as well. Plus being I bought the battle pass, so I might not be that relatable, but I'm somewhat relatable, so you know. Now let's talk about the TV system in the story. TV system implemented in the story, I don't think they need to have that there. I think it just takes your attention away from the story. Like, I'm so involved when I see the comic panels and everything, and I see the animated cutscene, I get really into it. And then once I get thrown into the TVs, my first thing is like, oh shit, okay, how can I beat this and get back to that nice story, or get back to the cutscenes or whatever. So my main thing was trying to clear through all that stuff so I can get back to the story. But once I got back to the story, I realized, oh shit, what was I doing prior? Like, I kind of forgot like what I was doing before. I know, holy brain rot, like what the fuck. But yeah, I totally forgot like what I was doing. And I think that the TVs in the story just took my attention away, and I was so focused on trying to clear it to get back into the main juicy part of the story that I got sidetracked and just forgot like what I was doing prior. So I think if they didn't have the TVs in the story, that would be awesome. Other than that, the TVs in the exploration are not bad at all. I actually find it enjoyable. Like that one mission that they had where you use the TVs to spring off of the other spring to get that the bamboo or whatever, and he was like moving around in the middle. I thought that was fun. there was a few different fun exploration TV things that they did, and those weren't even long. They were like maybe 5 minutes at most, or around that time frame. Wasn't long at all, like super short, simple and sweet. And I think that TV system implemented in those ways is a lot fun. It's a lot of fun for me. I enjoyed it. The combat here is just no TV, no nothing. You just fight like a 5-minute fight. Keeping enemies from inside that circle, or just clearing out all the enemies wherever it may be. That's where all the combat would be for here, which is really nice and fun and enjoyable as well. The harder part of ZZZ will be here in Hollow Zero and Shiyu Defense. Hollow Zero is equivalent to Star Rail Simulated Universe, and Shiyu Defense is equivalent to Star Rail's Memory of Chaos. And this is where all the harder content will be for you in the game. And it does get quite challenging. It does get challenging in Shiyu Defense. Right now, I'm currently at 9. I don't have 2 teams build up. I mean, I somewhat do. I'm just using Ambi on this team instead of this team, because these two are already built up. Ambi's built up. I'm building Piper and then Nicole as well. And I pretty much got through 7, 8, got an A on it. I could get an S, just got to get better timing on it. And 9, I haven't tried yet, but I might not be able to clear it. We'll have to see. I have to try it and see. But this is where the difficulty starts to ramp up in this game, and it does get pretty challenging. I do think that the Shiyu Defense is pretty fun for just trying to clear it itself. Also, you don't have to rush to clear these. There's no refresh with the current frontier. The red portion of the Shiyu Defense, that one has a time limit where it refreshes, so you don't have to rush on this part. You can take your time, and I wouldn't advise building the second team yet, but we'll get into that in another video, so stay tuned for that. The characters in ZZZ. First, let's start off with the menu. The menu is pretty badass. One of the nicest menus I have seen for a character selection screen. This is pretty badass. I'm loving this. As you guys can see, ZZZ is trying to cater to a vast majority of people. So, you know, we got Ellen with the shark tail. We got like demons with Sukaku with the demon horns. We have bears, furries, actual animals, just little kids for some reason, little kids, and Abubas. A lot of Abubas. A lot of Abubas. A lot of Abubas. Now, all of these characters won't be for everybody. They have something kind of for, I wouldn't say everybody, but there's a good variety, I would say. Me, I like the Abuba characters, of course, the boobas. And unfortunately, I don't have the the S rank Abuba characters. Unfortunately, I got unlucky with the gacha lords, the gacha gods. They did not bless me with the Abubas, but it's okay. My first 5-star that I got as a free-to-play plus player, by the way, free-to-play plus player, I got Nekomata. And Nekomata's not a bad character, don't get me wrong. I like her design. She's cute and everything, and her story was really good. Once you unlock it, she had a great story. It's just that, I don't know, her fighting style just didn't grab me, I would say. But other than that, I like the character. I like her story. Her fighting style just wasn't for me, which is totally fine. Everybody likes different things, which is why I said the game caters to so many different varieties. You can just, a variety of people, you can just pick which character you want, try them out, and then just go with that. Now, another thing that people have been talking about with ZZZ, or the things that they hate about ZZZ, is that the game is just too easy. They say the game is too easy. You can play it blindfolded and still clear the game. And that could have been the case in the early game. Yes, you probably could. Before level 20 or even like 20-ish. You probably could clear the game just by mashing. But once you get to that, I would say, higher level, and once you start playing the Shiyu defense, that's when the game starts getting more difficult, more challenging. And I don't think you'll be able to clear the game just looking somewhere and just smashing. You will get absolutely wrecked in Shiyu defense, 100%. If you just look around and just start mashing shit, you will get wrecked. Now, the combat in this game I do find enjoyable. I think it's really fun. The parry system is so satisfying once you hit that parry. That sound effect is like so cool and so good to hear, and then the way your character just pushes back with the animation, it's so great to see and hear. It's amazing. And the important thing of when you want to parry, when you see the flashing yellow light, and you'll hear it too, like shing, or you'll hear the noise, press your switch a character button. For me, that's R1, and then you will instantly parry after that. Now, when you see the red markings on the enemy, you have to dodge it. You can't parry it. You have to dodge that. Otherwise, you will take damage. Now, having a good team is also important for clearing the harder difficulties of the game. I would say a proper team building would be DPS first, and I hear people say DPS second too. Either or works, whatever floats your boat. I like to have my DPS first. So you have your DPS first, and then you have your stunner slash impactor. They play a huge portion in the team building. Ambi's a great stunner and does great impact damage as well. She is a beast. I really like her. She's great. And there's only 3 impact characters in the game right now. Ambi, the Wolf Guy, and Coletta are the only 3 impact characters in the game as of now. The best impact character is going to be Lycan. I think that's his name, Lycan. The best impact character is going to be Lycan. So if you have him, you can put him with your Ellen, and then you can put your 3rd slot as your support or whoever you have available. I went with Sukaku because she goes good with Ellen for the ice. If you have the Lycan, the Wolf Guy, you can put him here, and you have Ellen's best team. If not, then you can put whoever you have. Everybody has been bigger, so you could run Ben Bigger there, but I don't think the defense is, you don't need it. I would say as long as you have a stunner, that's the main thing that you need for the game. As of early game and mid game, the stunner just makes a huge difference to the team. So you definitely should always have a stunner. If not, then just fill in the gaps with whatever you have. Now, the real reason why you want a stun unit is because they trigger days, and days will allow you to do a lot of shit. It allows you to launch your coordinated attacks. It allows you to do increased damage to the enemies, and it allows you to replenish your parry counters. Those are the main reasons why you should have a stunner on your team, because they do God's work and get shit done. Now, if you're not triggering the days, you're eventually going to run out of parries, and when you run out of parries, you just do significantly less damage without your parries. So you always want to make sure you have a days unit on your team, so you can get your you can replenish your parry stacks and do more damage. So resources, as a free-to-play plus, by the way, resources in this game can be very scarce if you're building multiple agents. Now, if you're completely free to play, your resources will be even more scarce than my resources, because the battle pass gives me extra resources. I had to use most of my batteries, or the charges. I had to use most of those. I don't even have any more. I used all of my ether batteries already. I used that to get my characters up and all that stuff. I ran out of that, and I did not refresh a single time at all. Complete free to play plus, by the way. So the units that I've raised so far is Ellen, Ambi, Sokaku, and I'm still working on Piper and Nicole. I still have a good amount of Denny's, as you can see right here, because I held off on building my 6th character because I want to wait for Julian to come out, and I want to pull for her and all of her glories of cakeness that she has. The 2 cheats of gloriness. Please sit on my face. Julian, please sit on my face. Please sit on my face. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I would say I would advise people not to build a second team yet, and I will make another video as of why you should not build a second team yet, so be on the lookout for that as well. I think if you don't build a second team and you just focus on one team, that will save so much of your resources. The only reason why you want to build a second team is for the Shiyu defense, floor 7. Other than that, you don't need a second team, so I would just say hold off for now and don't even worry about it. Now, if you want to clear through the game really fast, by all means, go ahead and build your second team. But for me, I will already pretty much build a second team before I realize. But I'm not going to build any other character after Piper and Nicole. I'm just going to hold off and wait. But for those of you who want to clear everything fast and get to the harder content and get all your polychromes super quick, by all means, go ahead and do what you got to do. I also recommend to farm your disk drives at level 35, and I will get into that too in another video as well. For now, just focus on your character skills, their talents, all that stuff. This stuff, make sure you get that up. For your main DPS, you always want to get all of these as high as possible. I know, guys, I'm slacking on this one. It's only 2. I know I am super slacking on that one, but I will get back on it. But other than that, just focus on your skills and talents on your main DPS. You don't have to go completely in on your supports. I know I went completely in on Ambi because I like Ambi. Her voice actor is Sam Slade, same voice actor as Topaz, and I'm a huge Topaz fan, and I love Ambi. She's great. But other than that, you don't have to spend so much on your support units. You can just get them to the bare minimum and you should be fine. Oh shit, let me let me go ahead and get that, let me go ahead and get that. I think ZZZ is a cool game, and I love all the different concepts of the game so far, and people like EO have been coming up with different texts for the game that's super cool. For people saying that the combat is not as in depth as Wuthering Waves, there's so much stuff you can do with the combat that EO has discovered, and Rihu and other phenomenal creators have discovered to spice up the game and get those stylish points with it. Clear the content with style. I really think the game caters to like pretty much all types of field. If you want to be a button masher, go ahead, button mash. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to have style with the game and learn combos, do that. If you just want to sit there and chill and not think about anything, you can do that as well. I think it caters to all 3 types of play styles, and that you can choose what you want to do. And that's one thing I really love about ZZZ. Now, I don't think ZZZ is like a main game that you can play. I think it's a game where you get on for an hour or so, do your things. Once you get like to the end, once we get to like late game type of thing, just get on, do your dailies, do what you got to do, get off. Same as Star Rail, same as Genshin, same as all other Hoyoverse games. Just, it's like an on and off super quick type of thing. So, which is good, because when you have like 4 or 5 different gacha games to play, it's good to just get on one game super quick, do all your stuff, knock it out super fast, and then that gives you time to spend on the other game or other gacha games that you really want to where you want to spend most of your time on that gacha game. That's a super nice thing about Hoyo games. You don't have to spend all that time on it. You can log in and get off pretty quickly and focus on other stuff. My conclusion for ZZZ, I don't think the game deserves all the hate that it's getting right now. Mainly for the TV system, the combat because it's too fucking easy, and people say it's just a button mashing simulator. I enjoy the game. I really like the game. The game is not going to be for everybody. If you don't like the game, you don't have to play it. Simple as that. If you like the game, then play the game. But for people who do like the game, you don't have to give them a hard time for liking the game, and vice versa. You like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. I think people are expecting this game to be like an Elden Ring or a Souls type game, or a Wandering Waves type of game where the difficulty is like super hard. The game does get hard, but it doesn't get Elden Ring hard, you know? It doesn't get like woo hard. It does get challenging, but not to that extent yet. As of, I'm level 34, like mid-game-ish area. The game is challenging, but not super crazy hard. Like I'm gonna like jump off a cliff in game hard. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really enjoying ZZZ, and if you guys are too, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the game. If you don't like the game, hey, let me know too. I'm open to all sorts of comments, so please let me know down below. And that's going to be it for me, guys.
Please join the Discord too, by the way, Raima's Roomies. If you like the content that you saw today, please be sure to give the video a like and be sure to subscribe as well. You can also follow me on twitch.tv/RaimaKatsudo. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Sayonara.